Alexander Gladstone, White British. And my body was killed in May 1995 by the strike in Yancy Ballard's private heart targets. She was traveled to either December 1994 to January 18, 1995. She went to my home villa in Mumbai. She was taking my address from the studio filmmaker in Mumbai, and she went with the COPS, chemical spray dangerous in the hand rebart. And she went hiding inside my home and went to my bedroom sleeping, and I got a headache. I went back on my drive. I was riding a limousine. The driver dropped me off, and I went to a dressing suit. I went up to sleep. I put my jacket on, and I have money rupee, and I went late on my bed sleeping. She was put her hands rebart in my stomach and crushed my stomach, and she swallowed my spirit. Traveled to London. I was living in Pamlico, Southwest London, 1A, Central London, and she traveled. And then she gave me my passport, British passport, and she put my film Hindi in the suitcase bag, traveling. And then she was calling David Cameron to drive a Range Rover 1970 British car and drove to the Heathrow Airport. And they put me inside the city flyer, British Airways, and traveled to Sudan in February 25, 1995. And then I checked in security. They asked me what I'm doing in Sudan. And I tell them, they were lying to me, saying my bank account opening, my account opening Bank of Sudan in Korea. And I know my bank account is closed. And I closed in at the time I traveled to Sudan in July 1986 to close my account. The Bank of Khartoum in Korea Street 108. The President Ahmed al-Mardani. And this was Sudan started civilian second war. This was bombing in from Medini to Khartoum. I was Farik al-Awwal Army Force from the President Ahmed al-Mardani. They were fighting the Janjaweed in south. They was defeat them, and then they was shot me in the eyes and stomach, 15 bullets. They were almost to death, but I was taking me to the Khartoum hospital, and I was issued a Blue Light Republic of Sudan passport to know I'm from England. And I was released in January 1987 and traveled to London. And then from London I traveled to Intershot Film Hindis. And the Yancy Ballards traveled with the British Airways and me into and the premise of Tony Blair into the David Cameron's, and the two British pilots. They traveled to Sudan International Airport. And then I was checking in security. There was tempered February 25, 1995. And then I was riding taxi yellow to Grand Holiday Hotel. I paid £100 to Grand Holiday Hotel. I checked in Grand Holiday Hotel. In Grand Holiday Hotel, there's a women over there to support democracy